How's it going, everyone? So here we're going to take a look at a TOEFL writing task 2 question. So we're dealing with an academic discussion question. This one's related to the environment, common topic. Always prepare for these common topics like the environment, education, work, right? They tend to show up a lot on the exam. So this is what the professor is saying right here. This week, we'll be discussing ways to address air pollution. One idea is introducing environmental taxes on air travel. Such taxes also referred to as, so if they say like referred to as, they're just basically saying like this is called, da-da-da, this goes by da-da-da. Ecological taxes or green taxes, so they have two synonyms here, are extra charges that get added to the price of airplane tickets. So some background information, right, related to this topic, and they're going to approach the question sooner or later. Money collected from these taxes could be invested in environmentally friendly technologies, treat this like one word, or in promoting other cleaner modes of transportation. Do you think there should be an environmental tax, right? Ecological tax, green tax, environmental tax. They like to paraphrase a lot on this exam, so just be aware of that. On air travel, so this is the question the professor is basically trying to ask us, why or why not? So in this one, I said no. You could say yes too. There's plenty of ideas for this one, but I wanted to go with the harder one just to give you guys some ideas. So here I mentioned, no, I don't think it's gonna really reduce air pollution or really combat it or fix it, because maybe that just the tech sucks. The technology just isn't that great in the first place. That could be a possible argument. Don't be afraid to use it. Don't assume like technology is always gonna be perfect in every single situation. That might not be the case. You can be very creative with this. You can make these kind of assumptions. The second reason I had was it's just unfair for poor people, because maybe for them, paying a green tax, an ecological tax, environmental tax, whatever the heck you want to call it, might be costly, regardless if it's like 5%, 7%, whatever, that figure is. Whereas for rich people, the wealthy, they don't really care. It's just another tax for them. I did have a third reason for this one too. This one's a little bit outside the box. I don't think everybody would come up with this, but it's a good one. I don't know why people don't use it, but you could kind of make the assumption that maybe, just maybe, we don't know, but you could argue it, that other modes of transportation contribute way more to air pollution. They cause a lot more air pollution than air travel does, than planes do. So, because when you kind of think about it, when you're going about your daily life, you see cars everywhere, you see trucks everywhere. There's lots of them. But how often do we use planes, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe in real life planes contribute more, maybe in real life cars or trucks contribute more, but you could make your own argument, okay? Nobody's gonna really fact check you on TOEFL, so just be relaxed. Don't be, OCD about this. So here's the response based on my ideas. Well, I definitely don't think, so this is my view, there should be an environmental tax on air travel, because this solution might not be effective at all. So I need to kind of elaborate on this point to make it clear. There's the possibility that environmentally friendly technologies might not even have a significant impact on combating air pollution. If that is the case, assuming that's true, then the tax money would go to waste. As a result, a lot of people would become angry since their money was wasted on a pointless cause, right? Which would further distance the relationship between citizens and their government. So that would be like the consequence of all this, right? In the end, it's just gonna piss off a lot of people. Also, this environmental tax is unfair for low-income individuals, because they're already probably paying a bunch of other taxes. And to add another one would really drive them crazy. So, it would drive them nuts and make their lives even more miserable. On the other hand, it is not really going to deter the wealthy from using planes, as they can easily afford to pay the taxes, right? As we just mentioned during the notes. Finally, introducing an environmental tax on air travel is discriminatory because this tax does not target these other modes of transportation, which are contributing way more to air pollution. Therefore, the government is best off trying to stop the main sources of air pollution and not minor ones like air travel. So again, I'm just hitting on that point. Now, something I wanted to mention, anytime you have these kinds of long questions, right? There's these sentences, there are these details involved here. When you notice stuff like ecological taxes, green taxes, you could use these synonyms too. So if you find a place where you're kind of repeating yourself, like here I have environmental tax mentioned the first time, that's fine. But maybe you see somewhere in your writing, let's say you have, I don't know, maybe a minute left. I have environmental tax here again. I could just swap this out with green tax or ecological tax. So, don't be afraid of paraphrasing. It's a great way to strengthen the vocabulary aspect of your score. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.